Today, we're going to talk about the one resource you spend every single day, probably without even thinking about it. Yeah, we're talking about your attention and why it's become the most valuable currency in the entire world. I mean, seriously, have you ever just found yourself scrolling and scrolling? You lose all track of time, or you just can't seem to focus on one single thing? If that sounds familiar, you're not going crazy. You're just living right in the middle of a global battle for your focus. So we really need to start thinking about our attention differently. It's not just this passive thing that happens to us. No, it's a form of currency, and it might just be your most valuable personal asset. And that brings us to this huge concept, the attention economy. This is the world we're in now. It's an environment where countless companies, from the biggest tech giants to the tiniest startups, are all fighting for a piece of your very limited mental bandwidth. This isn't some newfangled idea. Decades ago, a Nobel Prize-winning economist named Herbert A. Simon saw this coming. He said that a wealth of information would create a poverty of attention. And that scarcity? That is exactly why your focus is so incredibly valuable today. Just think about how the game has changed. In the industrial age, businesses fought over things you could touch, right? Land, oil, physical resources. But today, the battle has moved. It's for the intangible stuff. Your time, your focus, and your cognitive energy. That finite amount of mental gas you have in the tank each day.
And here's the bottom line. It's the one simple, powerful rule that drives this whole system. It doesn't matter what the business is selling. If they can get your attention, they will find a way to make money from it.
So how does this all work? How does this battle for your eyeballs turn into a multi-billion-dollar industry? Okay, let's pull back the curtain and look at the machine that captures, packages, and literally sells your focus. The main architects of this machine, well, they're the names we all have on our home screens. These platforms, they aren't just for sharing photos or watching videos. They are meticulously engineered environments, built with deep psychological insights to do one thing, and do it really, really well. Capture and hold on to your attention for as long as humanly possible. The process is basically a 5-step pipeline. First, something grabs you, a hook. Then, features like the infinite scroll or that unpredictable reward of what you'll see next, it's like a slot machine for your brain that keeps you engaged. And while you're scrolling, the platform is collecting data on every single thing you do. Every like, every share, every pause. It builds this crazy detailed profile of you, which it then uses to show you hyper-targeted ads. And it's that split second of your focused attention that advertisers are paying billions and billions of dollars for. Now, this new reality has completely shattered the old rules of marketing. You just can't be the loudest voice in the room anymore and expect people to listen. The game has totally changed. And the difference is it's night and day. Old marketing was all about interruption, like a loud TV commercial you'd immediately tune out. Let's be honest, we've all become experts at ignoring things that demand our attention. So today, the only strategy that actually works is to earn that attention by giving people something authentic and valuable in return. So what does it take to earn it? Well, it means you have to tell a real story that actually connects with people, not just list a bunch of product features. It's about creating content that solves a real problem or teaches something useful or just offers a perspective that's truly unique. And you have to do it instantly. That hook in the first 5 seconds, it's absolutely critical to stop that thumb from scrolling. Okay, we've seen how the system works. But what about us? What about you and me? This isn't just about how companies market to us. It's about our own productivity, our own creativity, and our mental well-being. So it's time to talk about how we can reclaim control. And this is the million-dollar question we all have to ask ourselves. Seriously, just think about the last hour. Where did your attention actually go? Was it an investment, a planned expense, or did you just kind of let it leak away? A great way to think about this is like a budget. Some of your attention is invested in things that have a long-term payoff, like really focused, deep work or learning a new skill. Some of it is spent on valuable things like hanging out with friends or watching a great movie. And then there's the attention that just gets wasted on stuff that gives us zero return. You know what I'm talking about. But here is the best part. This is the really good news. Your ability to focus, it's not fixed. You can actually train it. It's a muscle. The more you work it out, the stronger your attention gets. So what are the best exercises for this mental gym? Well, things like setting aside specific, uninterrupted time for deep work, practicing meditation, trying, and I know it's hard, to stop multitasking. They're all proven ways to build up that focus muscle. It's all about being intentional with where your mind goes.
All right, as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with one last really powerful idea about what this all means for being successful in the 21st century. The shift couldn't be clearer. In the past, wealth came from building physical things, right? From factories. Today, wealth, and I'm talking financial, creative, personal wealth, is generated by the ability to focus. So here's the ultimate takeaway. If you can learn to capture, hold, and direct attention, first your own, and then maybe the attention of others, you are in control of the single most valuable asset in our modern economy. Period. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you know your attention is your most valuable, non-renewable resource, how are you going to choose to invest it?